everyone, welcome back to this video tutorial. We can discuss about one of the entry controlled loop, that is about the while loop. Okay. So first of all, we can discuss about the syntax of while loop. The syntax is like this: keyword while followed by a test condition or the condition to be satisfied and is present inside the parenthesis. Okay, initially if the condition returns a true value, then transfer the control to the body of this while loop. Body of while loop means set of statements present inside this opening and closing braces. Okay, if the condition returns a true value, transfer control inside this while body and start executing the set of statements present inside this opening and closing braces. If it complete the execution for the first time, again go for the condition checking. If the condition still is true, then go for the execution of this while body again. And repeat again and again each time this condition become true. And finally, whenever this condition returns a false value, at that time it stop the execution or it does not transfer the control inside the loop body. It simply skip this while body and transfer control out of this while body and start the execution of remaining statements present inside the program. Okay, so this is the syntax of our while loop. Okay, this is the flowchart representation of the same. Here we need to check the condition, while condition. If the condition is true, go for the while body execution. And if it completes the execution for the first time, again go for the condition checking. If it again is true, then go for the body execution and repeat this again and again. And once it returns a false value, then directly go outside of this while loop and start the execution of remaining statements present inside the program. Okay, so this is the flowchart representation corresponding to the syntax. So from this it is clear that this while is an entry controlled loop. That means we need to check the condition first, then only we can start the execution of loop body. Okay, so consider one program example regarding this while loop. So here we need to display numbers from 1 to 10, one after another. So here it initializes an integer variable I with value 1 and a limit is set as 10. So while I less than or equal to limit, keyword while, and the test condition given here is I less than or equal to limit. Initially I value equal to 1, limit value is 10. So the condition is true. So the control transfer directly inside this while body and start the execution of the statements present inside the while one after another. So the first statement of this while body is a print statement. Print the value of I. Okay, so it display the value of I. The current value of I is 1. 1 is less than or equal to 10. So the control is transferred inside this while body and display the value of I, that is it display value 1. Okay, after that here it is a statement I plus plus. This is the shorthand representation of the statement I equal to I plus 1. We have already discussed about this shorthand representation. I plus plus means I equal to I plus 1. Okay, so the value of I get incremented by 1 and the value of I become 2 now. Okay, so with this updated value of I, we can or we need to check the condition again. Now this is the end of the body execution. So with the updated value of I, we are going to check the condition again. Now this 2 is less than or equal to limit value is still the same 10. So 2 is again less than or equal to 10. So the control directly transferred inside this loop body and display the value of I. Now the value of I is true, so it displays 2. and again increment the value of I by 1, that is 2 become 3 now. So this updated value, using this updated value, go for this condition checking again. 3 again is less than or equal to 10. So control transfer directly inside this body and it displays the value 3. And repeat again and again and display 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10. And finally I become 11. Okay, and with that updated value of I, here we need to check the condition again. Now I equal to 11, 11 less than or equal to 10. If this condition is true, no, this condition now returns a false value. Now we can stop the execution. That means we don't want to transfer the control from this location to inside the loop body, because 11 is not less than or equal to 10. That means the condition returns a false value. So skip all these statement and go outside this while loop. Here we have no other statement to execute. Here it is the end of the program execution. So now we can stop the program execution. Okay, so we can consider the program example. Okay, so this is the same program. I is initialized with value 1, limit with 10. So I less than or equal to limit, it display the value I, that is I equal to 1 now, so it display value 1, and here it is a slash n. That means a new line character. So control of the output screen, go to the next line. So the next value will be available in the next line. So repeat again and again and display values 1, 2, 3 up to 10. And whenever this I value become 11, the condition returns a false value and stop the program execution. Now we can execute this program and analyze the result. Okay, look at this. This is the result. First display 1, 2, 3, 4 up to 10. And whenever the value of I become 11, the condition become false. So it skip this portion and go outside this loop. So here we have no other statements to execute. So this simply stop the program execution. Okay. Now we can consider one more program example, that is for, okay, this is for displaying a multiplication table of 2. Okay, so what are the statements? Here it is the initialization I with value 1 and the limit is same, equal to 10. So condition is I less than or equal to limit. That means we need to display the multiplication table for 2 from 1 to 10. Okay, this is our task to perform. So here it is the print statement. Here it print percentage d into percentage d into 2 equal to percentage d. And for the first percentage d, it replaced the current value of I, and this second percentage d is replaced by I into 2. Okay, so first I value equal to 1. So 1 is less than or equal to 10. The condition is true. That control now available here. So this is a print statement. So this print I into 2 equal to I into 2. I is now 1. That means 1 into 2 equal to, for this percentage d, it replaces with this I into 2. 1 into 2 means 2. Okay, so here it display 1 into 2 equal to 2. Then the output, then in the output screen, this is a new line character, so the control shifted to new line. Okay, then here it is the statement I plus plus, that means I incremented by 1 and I become 2. So using this updated value of I, again go for the condition checking. 2 less than or equal to 10 is a true statement, true condition. So control again transferred inside this while body, and again it display I value current at as 2. So 2 into 2 equal to 2 into 2, that is 4. Okay, 2 into 2. This percentage d is replaced with the current value of I, that is 2, and this percentage d is replaced with the current value, that is I into 2, that is 2 into 2, 4. Okay, so it repeat again and again until this I value become 11. Whenever this I become 11, this condition returns a false value, then we can stop the body execution and transfer control directly to this position. Here we have no other statement to execute, so it stopped the program execution. Okay, now we can check the output of this particular program. Okay, so this is the multiplication table for 2. So first is display 1 into 2 equal to 2. Then in the new line it display 2 into 2 equal to 4. In new line it display 3 into 2 equal to 6. And repeat until for value I equal to 10. And whenever the I value become 11, it stop the execution. That means this condition returns a false value and stop the program execution here. Okay, so this is the case of multiplication using a while loop. Okay, thank you.